Hello everyone, welcome to my channel today. I'm Tara with Piece of Tara Artistry. Thank you for joining me. So I just wanted to quick pop in and share with you what I'm going to be doing today. I am going to be working on a 24 by 24 inch canvas. I am going to share with you kind of some things that I've been working on lately with texture and fluid paints. Mixed with just water. It's just really a fun technique and process to do. So this is my process video for you guys, and I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, please definitely put them in the comments below. And of course, like, share, subscribe as usual. Hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos like this. And I will be teaching this technique coming up in Deer Lake in actually just a little over a week. There are 2 spots open. If you guys are interested, go check out the link in the description box below. So here's my process, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so these are some products that I'm going to be using today. So that's just Liquitex gesso, and then this is a sand I got on Amazon. It's just a white sand. So I'm going to be combining that with a matte gel and this gesso. So there you see my sand. This is the Liquitex matte gel that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to make 2 cups here, one with just the matte gel and the gesso, and another with the matte gel and the gesso and the sand. So I'm going to mix those up and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is really just the consistency of that sand with the matte gel and the gesso. I wanted to just share that with you so that you guys can see that it's pretty thick. Now this is my number 21 Fluid Art Co. palette knife. You don't have to use this palette knife. I just wanted one that was kind of bigger and that had kind of a pointed edge so that I can use that edge if I wanted to, or that pointed tip. And now all I'm doing, guys, is just spreading this sand mixture in the areas that I want to create some texture, and kind of layering it a little bit, leaving some parts a little bit thicker and some thinner. But what happens is when the paint grabs onto this, it will stay like a darker, truer color. And you'll see that there's a couple of times where you see that this is dried. So you'll see when the paint sticks to that, you'll see a contrast in the color, even though it's the same color. And mixing it with the matte medium and the gesso gives it tooth so that the paint will grab onto it. So that's really why I use that. I like to have different textures in that textured base. So now this that I'm adding on, I'm just using a little bit smaller palette knife, and I am just kind of adding in texture kind of where I want the focal point of this to be and how I want it to kind of resonate out. So I wanted it through that center section, kind of swathed up. And then now I wanted to fling out some of these sections that were a little thicker, kind of pushing them out, kind of like the energy pushing out. So I'm going to speed this up because it does take quite a while, and it really is just kind of what you want your composition to be. So just playing around. If I didn't like something, I would kind of scrape it off, and you can always just wet it, scrape it off, and it'll go back to just the regular tooth. So I want to show I was flicking the gesso and the gel medium, kind of creating some splashes. I did splash right here, I think I splashed my glasses. I had to go wipe them off. And yeah, just have a really good time. Play around, and I will show you the finished results of this, and then I let this layer dry for 24 hours. So I will pop back in when it's time for the next layer. So I know it was kind of hard to see when I was laying it down, but now at these different angles, you can see where the texture is. You can see where that under texture is with the sand and the gesso and the gel medium, and then the thicker texture on top of just the gesso and the gel medium. So I'm gonna let that dry. Now this is the next day, and this is the colors I'm using. I'm using that Prussian Blue by Golden mixed with just some water, and a light phthalo blue in just water. I have my little continuous spray bottle. I do have a cup with just water in it, and I did mix up some other colors, so that's probably what you're seeing. And then this is just a freestyle brush from Liquitex that I'm going to be using to spread. So this is my lightest colors, so I want to do the lightest colors on the two edges and then the darker through the middle. So I'm just spraying the whole canvas down to start with, and that will help the paint to spread on this canvas. And so I put down the water and the light phthalo blue down first, and I'm just going to use my brush to spread it out kind of into areas that I want, and then I add in the next layer and spread that out, and you can kind of tilt it at that point because it's pretty fluid, but it wasn't quite the look that I was going for, so I just added some more spray, added some more of that dark blue, and then in this upper section is the lighter blue. Now I kind of manipulated the paint to where I wanted it with my brush, and I was kind of trying to decide what I wanted to do at this point, and I didn't know what I wanted to do exactly. So I just decided to kind of get it to where I wanted, and then I let it dry. So you'll see me kind of adding water. The light blue sections are a little too bright blue for me. So you'll see me come back in after it's dry, because it does dry a little bit darker. So I am just trying to lighten those sections up a little bit by adding some water, kind of blending in. And you'd be surprised at how quickly this is already starting to dry. You don't have to wait a terribly long time for this to dry. It'll be dry in a couple of hours. But I think I worked on this again after it was fully dry. So this is it fully dry. You can see in those darker, in that light blue section where the sand is, it dried darker. So that's what I mean by it drying a little bit darker than the rest of it. Now I needed to blend in this blue a little bit more, and so I added some just white ink and some water mixed together. And that ink apparently had been sitting a while, and it had kind of some chunks into it. So I switched up what I decided to do. I mixed in just some liquid paint, some Tri-Art liquid paint with some water, and kind of decided to dump it in those lighter blue areas, because even as I was kind of watching, it was kind of becoming a little bit more dark than I wanted to. So I'm just gonna, you'll see me fiddle. I got my paper towel out, and I got my white out, and I guess it was a golden fluid that I mixed with water instead of the Tri-Art. But I add in water, and then I use my paper towel to kind of take it away. And so I'm gonna let you watch the rest of the process. I kind of do a lot here, and I even, between the last results of the wet results and the dry results, you'll see I even kind of went in some more with just some white on my paper towel and blotted in some areas where I thought it needed to be blended a little bit more. So I hope you enjoy this one. I hope you enjoy the process, and thank you for being here. I do have some more detailed instruction over on my Patreon account. I do have a full tutorial over there with some different mixing. I have some texture, just plain texture videos sharing what different textures look like, wet, dry, and some product reviews. And yeah, there's a lot over there on the Patreon page now. It's exclusive content that you can only view there. And it actually also helps myself out as an artist to continue doing these type of videos for you all. It's a really great way to support, and I really appreciate everybody. I appreciate all of you who are watching and viewing and subscribing. That is such a big help. But also the Patreon account also is super helpful to be able to keep putting out content that you guys, and teaching content that you guys can definitely learn from, and that I really enjoy being able to share with you. So thank you guys all again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this process.